So welcome to video number 2. What I actually wanted to talk about, but I got so sidetracked with other things. Anyways, print comp. Yes, that lovely, lovely time of year. All the photography students at Fanshawe College love print comp. Although I'm sure the first years are probably all kind of like either excited or nervous or both. Well, I guess they're one of the three things. They're excited, like, oh, it's my first print competition. I'm gonna put this one in, and this one in, and this one in, and this one in, and I'm gonna get perfect. Not to crush any first year's hopes, but don't get your hopes up too high. Because a lot of first years last year put in stuff that they thought was gonna score really, really well, but the judges are relentless, they're brutal. They're gonna pick apart every single tiny little thing. I'm not exaggerating. Really, really not. Like, one of my pictures last year, it's a beautiful skyscape sort of picture. The colors are just, they're phenomenal. Even one of the third year judges said that. But the other judges thought that it should have been in a different category other than nature, because there were some little rooftops at the bottom and you could see a little power line. But according to the program coordinator, because I asked him before I actually handed it in, should this go in nature? And it's like, the majority of the image has to be nature. And actually, I shall get the picture. Just 1 minute. Where are you? Ow. Oh, there it is. Here it is. I'm trying to get rid of that glare. Now, I'm pretty sure you can safely say the majority of this picture is the sky. Yeah, I thought so. And only that much of the picture is not nature, although I guess technically that is nature right there. Same with this here, that's another tree. And in the distance you can see little tiny treetops. But because there was these rooftops right there, and there was a power line right there, some of the third years got really, really snippy and thought, it should have been in the, what was it? I forgot the category. It's like miscellaneous or something. I don't know. And if you're doing portraits, make sure it's an actual portrait. It doesn't have to be like, those stiff kind of 3-to-1 portraits that you do in lighting tech or whatever. Like, it can be interesting, but I mean, just make sure it's more so a portrait. Like, it still looks kind of like a portrait. Just because you have like this really sort of weird picture of a friend posing in a really weird way, maybe put in a different category, because a lot of judges didn't like certain pictures in the portrait category because they felt they weren't actually portraits. Also, just a heads up that the nature and portrait categories are so overdone. Like, there are just a million pictures in those two categories. And so the judges get irritable because it's like, oh, okay, I like this one, I'll score that, and it's just, they get tired. So my plan this year is to go into photojournalism. All of my 4 images are going to be in photojournalism. So I'm going to put in air show pictures, because I love like so many of them, which is going to be like impossible for me to narrow down to 4 pictures. I have like over probably 200 pictures to go through. But I think I'm actually feeling pretty confident though, because I mean, these pictures turned out phenomenal. I mean, if they don't like it, I might make a scene. Just a little. Photojournalism is just more my thing. And last year I put an image in the photojournalism category, and that's the one that got the best mark. Granted, it only got me like 60 with the judges, but I mean, that's pretty phenomenal considering they hated all my other pictures, and they do mark really, really hard. Average mark that they'll hand out is in the 60s, maybe some in the 70s, but it's very rare that they hand out a 80, extremely rare that they hand out a 90. Anything in the 90s, like really, it's absolutely rare that they do that. Very rare. Let's wonder where they're going to do the judging this year. Because where they did the judging last year, it's been turned into the matching room and a classroom. Like, they actually put up a wall. So it's, yeah, I have no idea what they're going to do this year. I'm thinking maybe Studio 5. It's the only real classroom they could do it in, because I mean, it's big enough they can fit people in there. And yeah, who knows? So yeah, that's just my big old rant about print comp. So best of luck to everyone going to print comp, really. And to the firsties, don't take the comments too personally. Yeah, and just enjoy the experience, and just remember that you get, I think it's 15% added onto your final mark or something.